You have just tapped into the Christian Life Coach Collective, and I'm your host, Laura Malone. I'm here to equip and encourage coaches in skills, business, personal life, and faith. I believe you're already 100% worthy and capable, and you're called for such a time as this. So let's get you walking it out with courage and confidence so you can be an amazing coach who sees transformation and great results in both your life and the lives around you. Let's get started. Have you ever hesitated when you were creating or especially quoting or sharing your coaching fees or prices? And maybe wondering, like, am I charging too much for just talking and listening to people? Maybe you thought, how can I ask this price, or especially a premium price, when all I do is have conversations with people I like talking to and listen to them share their heart? If that's you, I want you to know you are seriously not alone. A lot of coaches undervalue their work personally and undervalue the work of coaching. They believe their time is the only thing that they're selling. But the truth is, you're not actually charging for your time. You're charging for transformation that you offer and value that you create. You aren't somebody's priest, you're their coach. And you're there to help them figure out how to win in life and how to make the changes that are going to move the needle for them and how to create results that they really want in their relationships and career, their finances, their community, their home, and their own sweet soul, right? So I would love to help you understand how valuable coaching is, that it is seriously not just talking and listening, and it's not just, offering an hour of your time. There's a lot of skill in it. And when you are all in your head about it, you cannot be the best coach that you can be. So to be a great coach, you have to coach yourself first to get out of your head so that when a client's really in front of you, you can be in their head instead because it's about them. It needs to be about you first so you can make it all about them. So if you need to, go check the show notes. Here's the links to book sessions with me so I can be the coach that helps you do that. If you're coaching people, but all the while you're actually just thinking about yourself and like, oh my gosh, should I be charging more? Are they getting anything out of this? Like, am I really able to do this? Am I a good coach? You are really missing out because you're not present and you're not coaching because you're thinking about yourself. We need to get you to a place where you realize that when you are in front of any client, you're out of your head into theirs so that you are creating so much value. Transformation happens. Results are created. Goals are achieved, right? And it might be why you feel like, I'm just talking, I'm just listening. How can I charge for that? Because if you're not truly helping people get transformation, because you're still in your head while you're in session, you need your own transformation first. The myth is that a lot is something that a lot of coaches believe in. I used to feel this way. I had a lot of clients that feel this way, and we have to work through it. The myth is that I'm just talking to people. I'm just listening to people. So how can I charge money for that? How can I charge more money from that? Like, how can I charge premium prices for that? A lot of coaches struggle to price their services with confidence because of this. So they keep their prices lower, hoping to attract more clients, only to find that they really feel burnt out. They feel undervalued because they're underpaid. They feel overworked. They're trying. But the reality is that coaching is not about talking. It is about transformation. The way that you listen and what you say when you do talk leads to transformation when you're a great coach. And seriously, if you think that what you're doing is just talking at a client or listening without actually offering them value, I would say to you, yes, you need to reevaluate. I don't think anybody wants to pay somebody else to be the best friend. To listen like a best friend would, which you wouldn't pay your best friend to listen, right? Or like your husband would. I'm not going to pay my husband to listen to me. He doesn't pay me to listen to him. People want a coach who will draw the best out in them, who listens proactively and gets curious and asks really great questions and helps them to determine the best path forward with their individual, unique, next right action steps. I want to tell you, it is so lovely to have a coach who will listen. So I'm even going to say, sometimes I would simply pay for the fact I just need somebody to listen. Like, are you serious? You're just going to listen to me for an hour? You're going to let me talk about myself and everything that I care about, everything I want to do, everything I'm passionate about, all my goals, without interrupting me, judging me, controlling or shaming, or trying to get something out of our time together for yourself? Here's my money. I don't get that anywhere else in my life. I do it for so many other people, but I am so glad to pay somebody else to do it for me. So here's $1,000. I just want to get this off my chest and out of my mind. Sometimes I feel like, gosh, I wish I could just pay somebody to let me get this off my plate, out of my head. Let me clean it out. Help me whiteboard this. Help me organize it, right? That's what a coach does. That's why I'm going to pay a coach to help me in my personal life, in my business, in my relationships. I need somebody else to do the same thing for me. So let's talk about change the name. Let's talk about Sarah. Okay. Very talented coach. She really, really cares about coaching. She really, really cares about clients. When she started out, she began charging $50 a session, thinking, okay, that's fair, right? I'm just starting out and all I'm doing is really just listening. I was just like, I'm just listening to people. But over time, she found herself like pouring herself out more and more. Like she's really invested. But she's also really starting to get exhausted, and she's working a lot of long hours to make the ends meet. She's questioning, like, is coaching as a business sustainable to pay all my bills? So her clients are getting a lot of results, but she's kind of running on empty because she's charging based on time, not on value. The true value of coaching, let's reframe this, is I want you to think about a client coming to you who's overwhelmed, stuck, self-doubting, super unsure, like just no clarity, no strategy, not doing anything, just right? In the quicksand. As when you've been coaching a while, it doesn't take long for you to be like, yeah, definitely have somebody stuck in the quicksand. Through your coaching, they explain it all. They get all out of their head. They start getting clarity. They start getting steps to take. They start taking action. They start getting more clarity. They start building confidence. They break through their lies and their limiting beliefs, and they start doing things boldly, courageously. They're stepping out in faith. They start seeing real progress in their lives, their businesses, their relationships. That, to them, that's priceless. They're not looking at like, wow, I paid $120 for an hour to talk with a person and nothing happened. No, coaching isn't just a conversation. It's this catalyst for the needle to move, the life-changing results to appear. That is what you're charging for, and that is what's worth it to them. Coaching clients aren't paying for time spent with them. They're willing to pay for the results that they really want to see in their lives. I don't get paid for an hour of listening to my client tell me all the reasons she can't get going as a coach or build her business, or all the excuses that she knows are sabotaging her and keeping her from telling people what she does, what she creates, how she's a coach. She pays me because I know her, she knows I'm going to tell her, you can do this. And I'm not just going to encourage her and be her cheerleader on the sidelines. I'm actually going to help her figure out how she can do this. And we're going to make a plan that's customized to her. It's not the way Laura would do it. It's the way she would do it. And because of my experience in coaching and in building a business, I can offer her ideas that her husband and her best friend and her pastor can't. I have the ability inside of a coaching relationship that I build with her, that I have built trust with her. I have the right to speak into her life and invite her to think about things that offer her results and work for her, that a free lead magnet, like a free resource, a free download that you gave your email address for, will never help her do. It's great. I'll have lead magnets. It's awesome. But that cannot help you be the free resource that helps you do everything that you need to get done the way a coach would. I can show my clients a map of multiple ways to get there, where they want to go. So if a woman comes with me, like we're working together, I can ask questions that force her brain to show up differently than it would for herself, to solve problems that an hour ago before this session she thought were completely hopeless, or she didn't even know to ask. I can remind her all the work that she's been doing up to this point is worth something. Plus, I can help her to remember who God's called her to be, what He says about her and her business and her coaching and her offer, how starting simple and small and right now is going to lead to the bigger things while she walks in faithfulness in these shorter term small things. It's taken me more than a decade of dreaming, journaling, experimenting, trying, failing, trying again, and just keeping on to get to where I'm at today. Like, I had to go do a lot of small things. I had to keep doing a lot of simple things. And a lot of it was just kept to myself. But it was the foundation and all of the root system under the foundation that I now operate from. And it's strong and it's sturdy inside the soil, so that whatever the fruit is that's above the ground that I can see and other people can partake of, it's rooted and it's not going to get blown over by the next strong wind that comes through, the next wolf that blows on it, right? So how do you start charging what you're truly worth, the value that you're creating? First, you have to shift your mindset from charging for time to charging for results. Then you need to get clear on the transformation and the results that you actually can help them create. Like, what can you provide? And then you have to learn how to communicate that confidently. Then, thirdly, you need to price your services, your coaching offer accordingly, whether you're a beginner or a seasoned coach. So for beginners, start by charging a rate that reflects the true value of your expertise, even if it's, very uncomfortable at first. Maybe, let's say you have been a teacher for 10 years and you're like, I've never been a coach. Yes, you have. You've been a doctor? Never been a coach. Yes, you have. Been a manager? Never been a coach? Yes, you have. Been a mom? Never been a coach? Yes, you definitely have. You have been coaching. If you're naturally a coach, you have been coaching people for a very long time. So just let's go ahead and say, like, at heart, I'm a coach. I might not make money doing it yet, but at heart, like in my DNA, I'm a coach. Start charging a rate that is actually going to reflect what you can help somebody do. What kind of value do you bring? How much experience do you have in helping somebody learn how to communicate with teenagers? How much experience do you have in helping somebody turn their hobby or their passion into a ministry or a business, right? And if you're an experienced coach, consider actually looking at your pricing and restructuring it to match the depth of the transformation you offer if you have been doing it based on time. Like, okay, I just get paid this much per hour. No, I want you to really consider, like, what is the value of the transformation? Packages and high value programs, retainers work for some coaches. All of that can help you increase income without increasing your workload, but also reflect like what you really bring to the table. So if you're talking about your prices, right? With potential clients, or you're going to put it on your website or your scheduler, whatever. Focus on your results, not the time. And I'll put this simple script in there in the show notes. Like I said, you can always go check the show notes or read it in the blog. My coaching program isn't just about time spent together, isn't just about a session. It's about the transformation you'll experience. Clients who work with me, and then this is where you're going to insert, achieve this specific result. What can you help them achieve? What are they going to have? What do they know? Who can they be? What will they have? And what can they do? Those are the kinds of results that you're going to help them create within, and then create a time frame. Clients who work with me, for example, build their coaching business and start making money within 2 months, right? So you kind of fill that in. The investment for this level of support is X amount of dollars. You can start at a lower price point, but you have to just coach yourself to build into a higher price point so that you're more sustainable. You can do more coaching and you don't have to work a second job. But then you can create more things for the people who can pay less. You can create free lead magnets for them. You can create lower touch courses or downloadable ebooks. Like, you could do that and lead them to a place where then they're ready for an investment at a higher level with a higher level of support, a more high touch experience in your coaching. You move it and you grow with it, and the numbers should grow as well. So clients who work with me can start and grow their business within just 2 months, making money, and the investment for this level of support is $1,000 because I am committed to helping you get real and lasting results, right? So it's that simple. So you are not selling your time and your hours and your calendar. You're offering them a pathway to change their life and create transformation and get the results they want. And when you start to embrace that, you're going to be able to more confidently charge prices that accurately reflect the true worth of the value you create. So the next time you hesitate to charge what you're worth, I want you to remind yourself that you're not just talking or listening to people. You're guiding them into breakthroughs that change their lives, changes their household, their marriage, their relationships with their parents, their relationships with their kids, their ability to go to work with joy. I want you to own your value, price it accordingly, and watch your business thrive and your coaching results really start growing, and you're going to experience your own transformation in the midst of it. Okay, friend, love you. You are worth this. All things are possible. Everything's figure outable. Go do it. Thanks for listening. For more coaching resources and to learn how to work with me, head to sterlingandstonementoring.com or click the link in the show notes. Remember, walk boldly in your calling, and I'll talk to you next time.